And stop number 1. After a day at sea, relatively calm, although I couldn't decide if I preferred pitch or yaw. But here we are in Invergordon, not too far from Inverness. So I'm looking north right now, I believe. Yes, looking north. No, I'm looking south. So in that direction is Inverness. And there's the sign for Invergordon. Welcome to Invergordon. And there's the crane to unload my luggage. Old wee town of Invergordon, and our tour operator is over there somewhere, waiting for us. Exiting it. Invergordon, Gordon, here in Edinburgh, Scotland. But nobody cheering. So most of the buses have already left, but we're getting since there's 4 of us, we pooled our resources and got something for a little cheaper, but a private tour. That is what they call a Highland coup. And lucky us, we got to see some of these furry little beasts in person. The black one is named Jamie Fraser from the film Outlander, or the TV series Outlander, of which will be a recurring topic in some of the places we stopped. But on to this place. Loch Ness, and Urquhart Castle, and a bonus down there at the bottom right is a trebuchet. Behind me is a car. So that's Loch Ness here in Scotland. On Urquhart Castle, the second most visited spot in Scotland. See, Urquhart Castle. So let's walk up this way a little bit so we can see the length of 26 miles of Loch Ness. A better view of the trebuchet. That's bigger than the one I have at home. Pause here and take a picture and see if you can find Loch Ness. Let's do a social exploration, a social search. Woohoo! We spotted Nessie, the Loch Ness monster. And by spotted, I mean we found the right prompt to type into our AI to generate a photo of the monster of Loch Ness. Next up, Beauly Priory. Long history, a very long history, a tangled history. But a more recent one is, if you're an Outlander fan, this is where the writer of Outlander got much of her inspiration for at least the names of the people in Outlander. So she searched on these tombstones and found some names like J.K. Rowling did for Harry Potter and Edinburgh. The author was inspired by this, and this is just simply inspiring for anybody who wants to write a story, either based on the actual history or just let your mind wander. It's a fantastic place. Beauly Priory. Now, Beauly comes from the French word, and if I have a moment, I'll describe why it's called Beauly. So this is the Beauly Priory here in Scotland. The town of Ord, I believe. Beauly Priory. And whoopsie daisy. So the author of the Outlander harvested many of the names on these tombstones for her story of Outlander. Just like J.K. Rowling, but I guess it's a thing to do for authors and cemeteries. Well, cue the music from Outlander. Sing me a song of a lass that was gone. And apparently that music dates from before the movie. These ruined ones almost look better than the intact ones, in a way. So Beauly, this is where we are here right at this moment. It's just west of Inverness, tucked beside a bend in the river by the same name, Beauly. This is a place whose name literally means beautiful place. And if you look at the spelling of beautiful, that's Beauly. So it was named by the French, and you'll discover that in a moment why. This place has witnessed over 800 years of Highland history as it unfolded around it. And this Beauly Priory was founded around 1230 AD at 2 o'clock in the afternoon by monks of the, let me attempt this word, Valliscaulian order, a tiny austere French movement that built only 3 monasteries in all of Scotland. They lived simply, no grand cloisters, no sprawling complexes, just devotion, silence, and stone. The monks spoke French, and so did the Bisset family who invited them there in the first place. Together, they gave the valley its name, Beaulieu, which in French means the beautiful place. Hence, Beauly, or Beauly. Over the centuries, the word softened into Scots and became Beauly. In 1510, everything changed. Sacre bleu. The Valliscaulians were suppressed, and Beauly became a Cistercian house under Abbot Robert Reid, who later became Bishop of Orkney, way up there, which we'll see in the next video. The priory was rebuilt after lightning struck the church in 1541. Just a coincidence, I guess. Even in ruin, you can still see Reid's ambition carved into the stone. Even though this may not be on your bucket list, and I had not heard of it until the driver we were with took us there, what I loved about Beauly Priory, is how alive it feels. The roof is gone, but the sky has become its ceiling. The prayers have faded, but the quiet remains. It's intimate, human, and deeply rooted in the Highlands. So, if you are a wee Outlander fan, you will recognize this region as Fraser Country. Beauly Priory wasn't used in the show, womp womp, but it's part of the real history behind Jamie Fraser's lineage, the burial ground for the Frasers of Lovat, whose stories helped inspire Diana Gabaldon's world. These stones watched over the real Frasers of Lovat, the clan whose story helped shaped the story and the TV show you well love, and I well love. Now, join me as we go further back in time and visit Cairn, also from Outlander. Cairns. We're standing at Cairns, a Bronze Age cemetery complex built nearly, 4,000 years ago, where every stone was placed with intentional, ritualistic, and astonishing astronomical precision. These cairns, 3 great circles of stone surrounded by tall, standing sentinels, were once part of a sacred landscape. 2 are passage graves, which means their entrances align perfectly with midwinter sunset, so that on the shortest day of the year, a beam of dying sunlight would pierce this passage and illuminate the chamber within. A moment engineered by people who understood the sky as deeply as the earth beneath their feet. As we walk the perimeter, the stones feel less like ruins and more like participants, witnesses to thousands of winters, thousands of lives. Archaeologists believe this place was used for over a millennium, a site of burial, ritual, and remembrance. The ring cairn in the center is different, though. The chamber, no roof, a space not meant for the dead, but for the living, for ceremony, for gathering, for turning of seasons. And then there are the cup holder marks, cup holders, small carved hollows in stones, some of the earliest abstract art in Scotland, a message from people whose names we'll never know, but whose hands shaped this place. Cup holders, like as if this were the minivan traveling them through time. Today, Clavaccairns is quiet. No visitor center, no crowds. Just the rustle of birch leaves, the crunch of gravel underfoot, and the feeling that you're walking through a doorway in time. Whether you come for history, the mystery, or because you've seen echoes of this place in Outlander, which was partially inspired by these stones, though these stones are not the ones used in the movie. The ones in the movie were just styrofoam. The truth is the same. Clavaccairns isn't an ancient site. It's a reminder that long before you and me, people stood right here, watching the same sunset, honoring their dead, and trying to understand their place in the universe. For a moment, standing among these stones, you feel connected to them. And if my video has helped you be inspired to go see this place or to watch Outlander, click like and subscribe so we can transport ourselves to another place, another time. And notice, by the way, with my luck, when I went through the magic stones, I came out at the exact same time. All right, subscribe. See you in the next video where we tour a castle near here. Thanks. Goodbye.